So we have news of something that happened about 12 other times in the past, but it had just recently happened again. So, and that is that people basically crashing Teslas because they're using them in autopilot and only autopilot. And this particular case, though, the person was watching a movie on their phone, and I don't think I have to explain why that's stupid. So, and I'm pretty sure that
Explain why it's stupid.
okay, well, I don't think autopilot is supposed to be like, do 100% of the driving, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like still give it some attention. Like, your eyes have to be on the road at the very least, right? Like, but apparently multiple people, including this guy who this happened to recently, they see autopilot. They're like, oh, that's that's my opportunity to watch this movie while I'm not driving. Sorry, it's like, come on, dude. And this has happened, like I said, like 12
Quite a
other
few times.
times, and one of them someone actually died, and all the
I'm
other
pretty
times
sure
people were
that was
injured.
one that struck a pedestrian and the driver was reading a book.
Yeah, that's
So they're
absurd.
reading a book, end up running someone over.
Like, imagine how angry that person's family or whoever must feel. Oh yeah, this person got killed because this guy was reading a book while driving. Like, while driving in autopilot. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
that's worse than being drunk.
yeah, honestly, yeah, because at least when you're drunk, you're still giving the road attention, like you're trying, right? Like, that you in that case you're not even trying to drive or pay attention to the road or what's in front of you.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
I don't know. I don't think we're I don't think we're advanced enough to have autopilot that's so good that it knows it knows exactly when to stop in every situation, where to turn, and all that. I don't think we're like there yet, but I could be wrong. But I think this is proof of that, that we're just not quite there yet.
Yeah, I honestly hate Teslas because I feel like people that drive Teslas they're like almost have like an air about them where they think like I drive a Tesla, so like I'm fucking
Yeah.
better than you. Like
Yeah, I kind of get that vibe.
they come with that type of fucking attitude, and it's almost like you hear something bad about Tesla or Elon Musk, you almost are happy, just because
Yeah.
the guy's honestly a fucking douchebag.
I mean, those cars are insanely expensive, aren't they? Like,
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
for no
Like,
good reason. Seems like.
yeah, I mean, whoop-de-doo, they have autopilot that doesn't work. Like,
Yeah, they have an
nice, I guess.
autopilot that doesn't work and will have you fucking crash into someone.
And like, you can play like Sonic on the screen or whatever. I don't know if you knew that.
Nope, I didn't.
Yeah, you can literally play Sonic on a Tesla in the screen. Why someone needs that, I don't know, but
Yeah, waste of fucking money.
luxury item, I guess you could say. And like, I actually did not know that this happens so many different times until I like looked it up. And I was like, because I saw this happen, I was like, that sounds so stupid. This guy probably feels like such a dickhead, and he crashed. I forgot to mention this. He crashed into a cop, so that makes it even worse. I feel like.
Funnier.
Yeah. So yeah, dude crashed into a cop. Actually, the one cop could have got. They weren't in the car, I don't think. So, I don't think any of the cops got hurt. They were like outside the car. But so that's a good thing. Like, no one actually got hurt, but this guy's still an absolute like idiot. But yeah, like, this happens so many other times, and I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe this whole Tesla autopilot thing is just not a good idea to begin with, honestly,
Yeah,
because
I
this is
mean,
what
I think
happens.
the way that it would work is if everyone had autopilot cars, that's kind of the only way, because then they'd be able to sense each other. But if you have
That's
other
true.
cars and you have people walking around, like people are unpredictable and shit.
Right, yeah. You don't know what people are gonna do. I mean, you don't really know what cars are gonna do. I mean, you do to a certain extent, but not everyone drives the same. Not everyone. You can't predict every movement, right? Like, it can only be so good, like the autopilot, really. Because I don't even like it can, even if it's like really advanced. I'm sure it is pretty advanced technology actually, but like not so much that it can like get you out of a pinch.
Predict random movements,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big detail and a big problem. Like, you can't predict a human being because they're all over
Yeah.
the fucking place.
Yeah, exactly. Especially people that just don't know how to cross the street, and believe me, people like that exist. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's kind of rough. You have to worry about pedestrians. You have to worry about, try driving downtown Cincinnati. People cross the street whenever the fuck they want to.
yeah, right.
So, if you have a self-driving car and you're doing the self-driving feature, you're bound to hit someone. Like, there's
Yeah, I feel
no
like
ifs,
it's only
ands,
a
or
matter
buts.
of
You're
time.
fucking gonna hit someone,
Yeah,
and you're gonna hurt them when you fucking hit them.
and like
People
Teslas
cutting you
are.
off and all sorts of shit.
Oh
Where
yeah, people just doing
sometimes
dumb
you have to
shit.
make
Like,
evasive actions, and the only way you can minimize damage is to basically run yourself off the road. And a fucking car is not gonna run itself off the road. And if it
yeah,
does, that's a fucking problem in itself. Because then you have to look like, well, what do you fucking do? Like, if it runs itself off the road on a bridge because it can't sense that there's fucking water on the other side,
yeah, right.
and it's like, well, this is the way to minimize damage, and then you're fucking dead and you're drowned in a river.
Yeah, because
Like,
of your car. Like, well, I guess that'd be your fault too, but you know what I mean.
yeah, if it keeps advancing and it starts to become like science fiction bullshit,
I think that'll be even more dangerous when we do kind of, it gets more and more common. Like, eventually it's not just going to be Teslas, it's probably going to be like every car, unless we like outlaw this after so many accidents or something like that, which I don't think is going to happen.
I think we
So
should though.
I honestly kind of think we should, yeah, because like I mean, autopilot on cars hasn't even existed for that long, and look how many times this has already happened. That's kind of concerning, kind of
Yeah,
disturbing too.
the
And
best case
also,
scenario is you have a little bit longer that you can zone out. But even then,
yeah,
that's kind of scary because if you're in a car, at least you feel you're behind the wheel, you feel like you have some sense of control, right?
yeah,
Even if it's like a giant car pileup, you feel like you can press the brake or swerve or doing something. What if there's a pileup and it's all these autopilot cars or self-driving, and then you're basically having to sit there and analyze that you're going to get hurt. Whereas if you're in a car, you have to make a split-second decision, so your mind's not on be on the fucking crash.
yeah, right.
But if you have to wait for it, imagine how fucking terrifying that would be.
Yeah, right.
It's the same thing with them making cars like, more and more electronic based. If there's like a fucking electric surge or something going on, your car is rendered fucking useless.
That's true. Yeah, they do have cars that are both, but like I imagine that would be much more expensive than just electric or just gas.
Yeah, and just the fact that cars in general have so much technology in them, and like, different sensors that are computerized to fucking
Yeah,
start the car and shit like that. If your computer's shot or like your fucking board is shot, you have to fucking shell out, and sometimes you can't even do shit about it. And it's almost like it almost feels better to drive a car made in the early 2000s, like pre 2010, 1990, and like 2010 and 1990 like cars that still fucking run today and probably run better than the shit
Oh
that's
yeah.
being made now.
Well, electric cars are also a lot quieter, so that's kind of a situational awareness problem also to like pedestrians. I mean, obviously you should see a damn car coming, right? But like
Not
some people
always.
are stupid.
What
and
if you're
not yeah, not
blind?
even just they're stupid, just you don't always see it. So
Yeah. What if you're fucking blind? You're looking the other way. I mean, kind of you fucking trip and fall. You have to run and get something, and then
yeah, that's
someone's
true.
speeding. I mean, who's do these things always follow the speed limit? I guess that'd be another question.
I
How
don't
does it
how would they
gauge
know the speed
what the
limit to
speed
begin
limit is?
with? I don't even know like how that would work. It's just there's too many questions for for this thing to be on autopilot, dude. Like it's just like why would you put your life in the hands of that thing? I just don't
Yeah,
understand that. I mean, there's also like if the because they're supposed to also stop when you're about to hit something too, which is that's supposed to like save lives or whatever. But like, what if that goes wrong? What if like that could injure you or kill you too? Because if if the sensor thing thinks it senses something and there's actually nothing there, which I've seen plenty of videos of. I've literally seen videos of cars like saying there's something there in the way blocking when there's literally nothing there. I've seen that like at least a few times. So if that happens, you may literally just stop on a dime in the heat of traffic and
yeah,
who knows what happens from
and
there.
then get
Like,
rear-ended, and then
yeah,
you know, really fucking probably hurt a lot of people instead of no one. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a scary thought.
I mean, technology is not perfect. Not yet, at least. It has errors. So, even if it works 98% of the time, 2% of that 2% of the time, something will go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I don't think they can make something that works 100% of the time
Yeah, I don't
without
think
any
that
fault.
exists. Which is why I feel like it's best to just not put your life in the hands of technology to begin with. Well, guys, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time.